last correct answer. I think,
It was us.
actually, I think it was Natalia's group. Yeah, it was. Thomas's group, Natalia's group. Pick me a category.
We can just wave the flag.
Gotta go.
Legislative or like 3.
Legislature for 3. Separation of power, fusion of power. First hand I see. I think it is you, Sheriff. You've got it next. 5, 4, 3, 2. What will you let me answer?
Okay, the separation of power.
You know what? Wait a minute. You're right. It's not the first hand I see.
What's that?
No, it is the first hand I see. It is. Go ahead.
Okay.
3,
Separation
2.
of power, we have 3 different branches in the United States.
Yes.
Executive, legislative, and judiciary.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Tell me more.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to Dustin.
I said you go.
No, I don't want to talk anymore. I'm nervous.
5.
Okay, they're supposed to create a checks and balance system, so not one branch is more powerful than the others.
Yeah.
Um,
4,
Grace, help me.
3, 2,
What am I?
1. Mikey, you've got it.
What do I have?
We need fusion of power. 5. Your group's got it. 4. Anybody in your group? 3. Lipstick. 2. Salsa.
When powers aren't delineated between particular branches of government, but certain powers are shared between them.
Explain. Give me an example.
An example from another country or from the US?
Well, yeah, from another country. 4.
Where you have a...
3,
No, I'm moving
2.
on.
Go ahead, Mo.
Fusion of power is when members of parliament, like in England, where they get to be the prime minister. Basically, you have to be a member of the parliament to join.
A party. You have a seat. When you're prime minister, you have your seat in is it parliament?
Yes, it's
Yes,
parliament.
you have your seat in parliament.
You gotta zoom in on this. Walk over a little closer, Andy. You gotta get out of that chair. When the groups start fighting, that's always good. So fusion of power is basically saying that you're going to be serving in one branch and the other branch at the same time. So in Parliament, you're the member of Parliament, but you also can be the executive or the prime minister. Yeah, that actually is what I'm looking for on this. 1, 2, 3. Click it, Faye. Touch the house. Pick me a category. You have 16 right now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You are basically half of Thomas's group for 3rd place. Gotta go.
Executive 2 points.
Executive for 2. Big spenders. First hand I see. Cohabitation. It is Thomas's group this time. And it's your group next. 5.
It's basically when like
4.
president
Is the
like,
prime minister is of one party and then the prime
they live together basically.
yeah, and the
In a-
president
do you want the literal
in a
sense or the political
parliamentary system.
In a parliamentary system.
The prime minister and the
President can like work together even though
In a parliamentary system, the president, the prime minister work together.
And literally-
Parliamentary systems have presidents? No! -3. Most group, go!
Unmarried couple living together.
It literally means unmarried couple living together. 1, 2, 3. What is the political system? What is the political system that has cohabitation? We know it's not Parliament. What is it?
Hybrid
The
president.
hybrid system. 1, 2, 3. And how does this work?
Prime minister in charge of the executive. Let's see. Prime minister.
5,
America.
4.
Somebody. help.
3.
The president is weak. The president is weak. And,
Zoom in on this, Annie. 3.
In Parliament, they have the Prime Minister, but they
Yeah.
also have the President to
Majority.
The President majority that wait
of the
what?
opposition.
-3.
Divided go.
Go ahead. Help him, Mikey.
You have a hybrid president and majority party. Cohabitation is you have it in a semi-presidential system such as France or Russia,
Yes.
where you have a directly elected president and either an appointed prime minister or a prime minister elevated from a parliament. And cohabitation is when they're of different parties.
When there are different parties. That's really the big piece that I was looking for. Touch it, Faye. Cohabitation, literally an unmarried couple living together in a hybrid system. The elected president is from one party, and the majority party controlling the parliament is a different party. Ultimately, the prime minister represents them. Touch the house. Mikey's group, lipstick. Pick me a category. You still
Let's
have...
go executive for 1.
Oh, boy. List all you can. This should be good. Roles of the monarch. Yeah, you've got it first. Tiffany's group will have it next.
Which is a fantastic waste of money in England.
Well, I believe, but go ahead. Roles of the monarch.
A figurehead, a uniting individual, and a head of state, but not a head of government.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point on that. Head of state, but not the actual head of government, not the person that runs the day-to-day. Any other things that you can give me? Because there were several articles about monarchs. I believe you even cited a monarch from a specific place.
I think I may have cited the King of Thailand.
Yes, you did.
Who provides stability in an
Yes, you
otherwise
did.
very, very difficult country known for its political instability.
Yeah, when you think about it, the monarch is somebody that is above the fray. And the sense of it is that since they're above the fray, and oftentimes they've been in power longer than we've been alive, they have got a certain legitimacy about them that the elected figures can't have. They don't have power, but they have influence, and they can shape public will. They can shape policy. Anything else you want to tell me? 5. Anybody in the group? 4. Still waiting for somebody else in Mikey's group to give me an answer. 3, 2, 1. We're just happy that you're alive.
It's hereditary.
They're appointed? -1. She's going to kill you now. She's going to kill you now. Go, Mo.
To add on it, most monarchs are the head
Oh,
of
wait,
state.
Tiffany was next. You're right.
Ceremonial.
She was. Go, Tiffany. 5.
It's hereditary?
It's hereditary. Yeah, it is hereditary. I think I vaguely heard that somewhere. But yeah, hereditary. Anything else?
that somewhere.
3.
Symbolic in Britain.
What's that?
It's more symbolic now.
You already said this.
Has that been said? -1.
It has not been said.
Anything else, Mo? Last one.
I said the head of state, the monarch, performs ceremonial duties and holding guests, heads of state when they come in. They hold these dinners and these big, what's it called, ball?
They hold the balls?
No, what I mean, they hold these state dinners.
State dinners,
And
yes.
they're mostly ceremonial.
Okay.
They have no power executing government.
Symbolic.
No, nobody's talking about symbolic.
Pay attention to some of the articles. Do you remember the Jordanian king who basically acts like a taxi driver
Yeah.
from time to time?
King
Go
Abdullah.
back and look through some of those articles because it mentions some things that the kings have played around with. It also mentions, I can't think of the country off the top of my head, where they wanted to bring in a 90-year-old king. I believe it was Hungary. In fact, because they yearned for the days of the past because the democratic system was failing. Go ahead, touch the house, Faye. Pick me a category, Mo. You've got a chance to make up ground, but I can't believe Tiffany's group's going to keep missing questions.
Legislative, 4 points.
Legislature for 4. Now we're getting into the tall grass. List all you can. Click it. No confidence vote versus a constructive no confidence vote. You've got it first. You'll have it next. Go, Mo's group. Anybody in
No
Mo's group.
confidence vote is when a prime minister or a president doesn't have enough votes from parliament.
Yeah.
They give him a no confidence vote in terms of running the government. So basically,
Yeah.
he needs a 2/3 vote majority of the House or Parliament to have that confidence vote. So
Does this sound right?
No.
-4. Go, lipstick.
Okay. It's only prime minister for constructive and no confidence. Only prime minister. It can't be a president. And
It's a prime minister, so what happens to the prime
well,
minister lipstick?
you vote someone out of office, and it's like a more cleaner process, and you already have a replacement in mind.
A vote.
Wait, which one is that? Is that no confidence or constructive?
Constructive.
Constructive no confidence, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the group's answer. Constructive no confidence is the idea that you're going to remove the prime minister or the chancellor, I believe in this instance, and you have somebody else in mind. So it's not like you're voting to remove somebody, but you're voting really to replace someone.
In the UK in 1991.
What was the country that the text typically associates with constructive votes? 5.
Not the UK?
No. 4. 3. Oh, you've got to know this. Germany, yes it is! 1, 2, 3, 4. She embraces her cultural heritage. What is a no confidence vote? Anybody in the group? 5.
It's a mechanism for removing a prime minister. If the prime minister has lost the confidence, the faith, the trust of the legislature,
Yes.
they can call a vote to remove them.
So it can be a specifically called no confidence vote. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can something turn into a no confidence vote that is not specifically called?
I don't understand the question, I'm sorry.
Can something, it's not just when they have a no confidence vote to question the leadership, but other things could lead to.
In the British Parliament, if you lose a key vote, that's seen as a sign of no confidence.
It is 1, 2, 3, 4, and specifically what vote is typically the kind, what type of legislation that you lose?
in the UK, it's either traditionally a budget,
It's
or a vote
usually money bills, yes.
or a vote to go to war.
Yes, I'll give you that one as well. So as you look at this, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 94, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 124, 30, 16. Touch the house. Pick me a category. You guys haven't. You still have a chance.
Constitution for one.
Constitution for one. Advice and consent of the Senate. Go ahead.
The President has the authority to nominate judges to the Supreme Court.
Judges to the Supreme Court.
The Senate has the power to advise and consent. What that means is that the President makes a nomination, most recently Sonia Sotomayor and Elena Kagan.
Yes.
They then go to the Senate Judiciary Committee. The Judiciary Committee votes them out, and then they are voted on by the full floor of the Senate.
Give me what the article is talking about, though, because there's a little more twist to this sometimes.
That sometimes the Senate doesn't consent to the nominee, as with Harriet Miers, who was George W. Bush's second nominee for the Senate.
Yeah, that's true, but there's more to this. Anything else from the article? 4. What specifically does it mean, advice and consent? Go, Anastasia.
Oh, never mind.
5.
But
4.
the article deals with Bush, who nominated the Chief of Justice without getting advice.
He nominated someone that you said the Chief Justice
Yeah.
without what?
Talking to the Senate.
He didn't talk to the
And
Senate.
the controversy is that Clinton, before that, he got the advice and consent from the
That is the thing on this. The controversy from this article is, what does it mean for advice and consent? George W. in the article said you needed, he just nominated and then he sent it to the Senate and that's all he had to do. Bill Clinton, on the other hand, Democrats were furious about this because they said Clinton went to the Senate and then nominated somebody and then it was sent to the Senate so the Senate had input. What's the difference between W and Clinton?
Israel.
5.
Clinton had the majority in the, Bush had the majority in the parliament.
Bush had the majority in the Senate. What did George Washington say? Who did he say was, based on precedent, what did George Washington, was he more like Clinton or was he more like Bush? 5.
He was more like Bush.
He was more like
yeah,
Bush.
like he left saying that he will never talk to them again.
He went in there dealing with a number of things with the Senate. The debate dragged on. He stormed out saying, I will never go back again. Anything else? 4, 3, 2, 1. Go, Israel.
We also talked about how, like if the Senate were to advise someone for you to appoint and then you go against it, it kind of has like a sword side to that.
Yeah, we did say that. Yeah, we did say that. Pick me a category. Click it. President nominate and Senate only confirmed. That was W and George Washington. Senate has input to nominate and consent. That's actually Clinton. It really does depend on the parties in the Senate. And Anastasia, I think you hit that. Go. You still have a chance. Executive for 5. List all you can. Click it. Head of government versus head of state. You all have this. I think you have it. Who has it next, Faye?
What is it?
Do you know for sure?
Yes.
Okay, I guess Tiffany's group's got it next.
The
Go.
head of government is the chief of commander-in-chief. He's also the head of the executive. He's also the head of the party.
Help me out.
5.
He's the president.
Does it sound like an
Head
answer?
of government.
-5.
How is that -5? Head of
Go,
government is
Tiffany's
the
group.
president. How is
Head
it?
of government is like he deals with like day-to-day stuff of the government.
Head of government deals with day-to-days of the government. What does this mean? Anybody in the group?
Whereas the head of state is like the.
Oh, wait. Head of government first.
The head of government deals to day-to-day activities such as like the prime minister, right?
Yeah.
Parliamentary.
So the prime minister is the head of government. I can certainly go with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The head of government is going to be somebody that deals with day-to-day activities, bill passages, these kinds of things, operations of the government. Anything else you can tell me?
The head of state is the monarch, or the
Okay.
they are symbolic and they're symbolic. They usually when there are other presidents of other states that come to that country,
Yeah.
they usually are the ones to greet them and.
Ceremonial functions, yes. You mentioned that the...
Please don't say that. No, that's wrong.
You mentioned, okay, I believe she corrected it in time. Okay, you mentioned this idea of the prime minister is the head of government. You mentioned that the monarch is the head of state. What is the French president? 5, 4.
He's the head of government.
Head of government. That's it? 3. 2, 1. Go ahead.
He's the head of foreign affairs.
So which one is the French president? 5,
Foreign affairs.
4.
Oh, head of state. Head of state.
Only the head of state.
And the prime minister's head of government.
Oh, yeah.
The prime
In
minister
France.
does the day-to-day.
In France.
Yeah.